Hello guys, this is Red from Red's Third Dimension Gaming, and today I'm bringing you a review for Megadimension Neptunia. Finally, all the Hyperdimension fans can rejoice because this is the next big release for the Neptunia universe, and it's making its first time debut on the PlayStation 4. So you might ask yourself, how is the one story mode of Megadimension Neptunia V2? Well, there's good news, because there are 3 stories to play through and 3 worlds to save in this game. In the year 2015, Gamindustri is in a season known as the CPU shift period. There are rumors afloat claiming that the CPUs have oversaturated game industry. Neptune and the other guys are worrisome of this, and they think that the citizens will replace them with new leaders. While all of this is happening, Plan Neptune and Nepgear go missing. The duo ends up getting sucked into a vortex and placed into a completely divergent world known as the Zero Dimension. In this world, the two run into the last remaining CPU of the new dimension. So I'm just going to call her Orange Heart because her name's kind of hard to pronounce when you're doing the whole name. And it's Uzumein. I believe that's the exact correct version of it. If I'm saying it wrong, torture me in the comments below. And Uzumein is a lone soldier battling against the immense evil called the Dark CPU. And it's really funny too because she says that Neptune's name is hard to say. Look who's talking. She just gets out of saying her name, which is very long, especially her last name. And then she's just like, well, that's too hard to say, so I'm just going to call you Nepsi. And then Nepgear's name is Gearzy. That's Nepgear's name. She gives him nicknames. This is where our new adventure of fantastic wonder begins for Neptune and Nepgear. They will have to work together alongside their new founded companion, Uzumein, in order to defeat the terrifying evil. The story for this game is much more satisfying than the several side entries of Hyperdimension Neptunia, such as Hyperdimension Neptunia U and Hyperdimension Noir. Although they're different, this game has a much better storyline than those games. It is very refreshing to have a new mainstream entry in this series. The gameplay is the same exciting experience as past entries. Nothing major has changed. I do love the turn-based system with the mix of free roaming. So if you've ever played a Tales series game, it's similar to that, but it's not the exact same. But you will enjoy this if you like the Tales, some of the Tales series games battle system. In past games, EXE drive was almost an instant win button. EXE attacks are more of a replenishable alternative to SP and are slightly more powerful than SP skills. Combos now are dependent on your weapons, and you can now do up to a 5-hit combo. Your first attack in a combo will now depend on what weapon you have equipped. In addition to these new battle components, there's no more break system. The break system's gone. Also, sometimes your lower attack power weapons are better because you can have a higher combo attack count. So sometimes all those attacks together are better than just higher powered attacks that you only have like 1 or 2 of instead of like 5 smaller attacks. All of the characters have been made more balanced so that the non-goddess characters such as IF and Compa are more useful. They have different new skills that cost no SP too. Compa's healing ability is also a lot cheaper than past games because you could only do so many heals and it actually get difficult in the game because you can't heal, you didn't have any items left, then you couldn't do anything about it and you would die. But now they made it so that it costs a lot less than before. Some of the new features that have been added are part breaks, which are super attacks that can occur when your characters are linked up together. These attacks allow you to slice your enemies up in order to lower their stats and disable special attacks. Second transformations are now included in this game. The next mode is a new mode which features additional skills and a new costume for your CPU. There is also a new minigame, Spelunker, which pays respect to the classic game Spelunker. This minigame can be quite difficult, so players may want to try this out on New Game Plus for the extra rewards. These are just some of the new features of this game. The share system has changed significantly too. Now all the nations can be maxed out at 100%, so this will be something needed for the true ending of the game if you're into that route. Shares can be lost from just being knocked out. New Game Plus helps fix these issues and gives players a much easier time trying to platinum the game. Crafting, shopping, and development, they haven't changed too much. They're pretty much the same. They might have tweaked them a little bit here and there. One minor change is that PR gives rewards based on your PR level. Once your nation reaches a certain amount, you'll get a one-time quiz event, so you'll have to choose your answers cautiously. The graphics in Megadimension Neptunia V2 look outstanding. I didn't notice any screen tearing or drops in frame rate when playing on the PS4. It looks great. The characters' environments look more vivid and really come to life on the big screen. Even though the graphics do look better, the environments, while in gameplay, still look somewhat bland. In future games, it would be nicer to see these finally improved upon, but it is to be expected by a hyperdimension game. Always the gameplay, the backgrounds, and the environment never really looked the greatest, but they have improved them slightly. It always gets improved slightly over the years, and hopefully we'll get some type of upgrade in the next game in the series. New Game Plus has one of the best setups in the franchise so far. The Netpedia, set combos, gameplay stats, event and music galleries, and a few other important game parts carry over. Map exploration and nation development do not carry over. This allows for an easy time completing the story again for missing scenes or trophies, so it makes it a lot easier to platinum the game. If you ever played the very original Hyperdimension Neptunia game, that one's harder than any of the other ones because it's just not as easy. Like the Rebirth games, they made it so much better than the original and easier. Overall, Megadimension Neptunia V2 is a masterpiece of a game. I never had any frustrations with combat other than having to be in a different form in order to do tri-attacks. So when you have 3 characters and you do certain attacks together, you have to be in the same form. You can't have one in HDD, one in non-HDD. But it would be nice if you could have everyone, and doesn't matter what form they're in, and do a triple attack or 2-person attack or anything like that. The graphics could use improvement on the environments, but that is something that can be said about every entry in the series. That being said, the graphics are also the best in the entire series so far. The story is top-notch and includes new characters and elements that Hyperdimension fans haven't seen before. So they're not just sticking to the exact same thing. They're adding to the game. It's a 9 out of 10, an amazing step up for the Hyperdimension series. This gets my thumbs up approval. Thank you guys for watching. If you'd like to buy the game, don't forget to use the link in the description below. Also, for the full written review, go to the link in the description below and you'll be able to get to my website and you'll be able to read the whole review. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe. See ya.
deeper, and with more violence than I could have ever imagined. How can I escape this boundless whirlpool of delusion?